Hello, weirdlings! It's Margot bringing you a quick but spooky anonymous ghost story. If you're ready to get spooked and spine tingle, keep watching. We lived in Okinawa for a while a few years ago. I don't believe in ghosts, but I can't otherwise explain the events that happened in our apartment. The least scary had to be the boy. My son was describing this little boy that looked like his friend and how the boy wanted my son to follow him to the hallway. It was very matter-of-fact and only happened once. My son then said that the boy was trying to turn into a monster. I tried my best to ignore the goosebumps all over me when he said that the boy had a yellow hat on. I almost lost it but managed to outwardly stay calm. I had been dreaming of a little boy coming to the side of the bed wearing a yellow hat and then turning to dust. Later, I talked to my friend about it. She laughed and said the boy had been hiding in her daughter's closet for a year now, yellow hat and all. Soon, a new neighbor moved in, and she came banging on my door one night. She said something had grabbed her leg, and she saw a boy in a yellow hat run away. My neighbor didn't know my friend, and I never told her about it. My kids were too young to be out and about talking to the other kids at that point. A local friend told me to put salt across my threshold and scissors out, because scissors signify the end of a relationship in Japan. I didn't really feel threatened until I began dreaming about a woman standing in the doorway of our spare room, staring malevolently at me. I hated going in that room because of the dreams and just the bad feeling I got there. I just always felt uneasy. There were always earthquakes, so little things like toys going off, and especially the phone cord, yes, we had a landline, swaying back and forth, didn't seem too out of place. One night I stupidly decided to Google Ghosts of Okinawa, and after a lot of boring stuff I already knew, I found a story that struck a nerve. It described a man whose wife was targeted by a female spirit. It sounded very frightening, and when I finished the story, I was shocked to my very core to discover my actual building listed as their previous residence. They'd moved out a month before we'd moved in. The chances it was the same apartment were slim, but I slammed my laptop cover down and vowed to salt every freaking room in the house, because it might at least ease the tension I felt there. The absolute breaking point came when one of my kids ran screaming out of his bed one night. I found them huddled in a corner, and I swore I heard a set of heavy footsteps as I jumped out of bed. It could have been sleep hallucinations, but I cried and held my child and whispered that we'd leave, and we did.